Hello there, and welcome to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Now, I wanted to play this in preparation for... That is rather loud. I wanted to play this basically in preparation for Monster Hunter World. And, I sort of wanted to record, basically, and figured, why not? Just during a quest data for the area you're heading towards will be loaded in advance, shortening load times. Sure. Sort of. Okay, well. So basically, this series is going to be a little unconventional for this channel. I'm going to stream it, and at the same time, I am going to record it. And the episodes that you will see on YouTube, that obviously aren't stream archives, they won't have, hi, welcome to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I'm just going to sort of cut it in. And, yeah, basically, there won't be an intro and an outro, they'll just be hard cuts. But as far as I know, within the, not professional YouTube community, that seems to be, fairly standard. So, what I'm going to do is make a new character, and this is going to be an entirely solo game. I'm not really going to customize that much. Just pick a decent hair. There are a lot of hair styles, and I don't know which one to pick, so a lot of these are very crazy, but you know what, we'll just go with that one. And we will have purplish hair, because why not? Select a hair color, and fuck it, it doesn't really matter. Please enter a name. Ooh, that's... Oh, it's up there. I was very confused. Oh! As you just saw, I am using an emulator for this, so... for those of you worrying about legal issues, I do own both a PSP and a... where is it? Finish. And a copy of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. So there's significantly less legal dubiousness. I'm only emulating it on here because it's a hell of a lot easier. Because the PSP itself does not come with a inbuilt sort of ability to record. That's more of a recent thing. Now, just a little bit about this game. It's a spin-off of a spin-off. Monster Hunter 2 had a spin-off called Monster Hunter Freedom 2 for the PSP. And Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is basically a sort of an expanded version of Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Now, Monster Hunter Freedom 2 and Unite, as you might have seen, you can export your game. Monster Hunter Freedom 2 and Unite combined, one of my most played games. Upwards of 500 hours. I used to play it during break at school. I used to play it like the instant I got home, like constantly. And I had a few friends who would play it with me, which made things, you know, flow quite nicely. Because, I should say I had 1.5 friends. Because, one of them wasn't the best. So, sort of 2 to 3 people is actually the optimal way to play this game. Because it sort of has difficulty still, but it's not too difficult. But I'm going to see how far I can get solo, because it's doable. And as I said, I'm just going to stream it. Oops, I just realized my my YouTube page still says I'm trying Rainbow Six Siege when that is wholly incorrect. So I will be right back. Should still be, yeah, it's still recording it, and live dashboard, there we go. I just need to change the Monster Hunter Freedom Unite going old school before Monster Hunter World. Gotta have Monster Hunter World in there. Get some you know, some search tags in there. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Oh, it's actually in there. Okay. Now that that has changed, we can get going. So, okay, well, the buttons are a little bit weird, but as you might be able to tell, I have upscaled this to, I don't know about 1080, but pretty big. And yeah, for those of you who don't know anything about the Monster Hunter series, it's all about sort of facing these large monsters that have appeared in the world, and for the most part, you know, in terms of gameplay, you want their materials. You want their skins, their claws, their talons, and oh man, something is weird with the audio in the background, it seems. Yeah. That's some audio issues that I'll have to look into. That creepy ghost cat in the background. So, yeah, in this we are in Poke Village, and basically this is our house that we've been given, and we are basically here to help Poke Village out with its monster hunting, well, with its monster problems. This here is the village leader. This here is, I don't actually know exactly, I don't quite remember. Apologies for the cat in the background. That's, but I think it's an emissary from another village, or a friend of the village elders. This here is a traveling merchant lady, who I won't have full access to her stuff because, as I said, I'm emulating this, so I can't download the extra content. These games usually have like event quests and stuff. And this is the farm. It'll be where we're getting a hell of a lot of honey and stuff for our mega potions. We always need more honey. And once we add them, we can get like a mushroom patch here that will give us mushrooms, and we also get a limited amount of like mining chances. It doesn't start off very good, although we got 2 malachite and a iron ore, so that's actually pretty good. We got some bug spots here, and basically in between quests we can come here and just gather some materials. And yeah, Oh no. Do we not have access to Trishy yet? Damn. And here's a farm where we can grow stuff, I think. Are you... I think I have to talk to this person. Nope. Nope. I guess not. We can also fish. I'm not gonna fish, really. I'm not really gonna go into the farm all that much. Not on video at least. I suppose I will, because I am streaming it. Pardon me. So now, I usually play longsword in this, so I think I'm gonna stick with that. Just because I know more about it. So we're gonna add the longsword, and equip the Mafumofu armor. That's sort of our beginning armor. It gives us a little bit of defense, and also, I think it gives us a random chance to be protected. Divine protection, yep. Cold elimination and heat increase, which increases the damage we take from being very hot. But by the time we get to the desert, we'll be fine. Now, I'm going to look up the key quests, at the very least for the first tier. And just so we can accelerate through. MHFU key quests. Now, back when I was playing this, I didn't have access to the internet all that much, so I used to have a little notebook with all the weaknesses and the weak spots and everything like that, and it was rather intense. It got quite worn out because I kept it in my pocket constantly. But yeah, this first tier doesn't have any large monster hunts, so let me see if I can find required for next urgent is the we need to hunt gear prey, and we need to get the popo tongues. Okay, so we need this. Hunt 5 gear prey, is it? Yep. And there we go. I suppose, do we have any money to start off with? Yes, we do. So, not sell. We'll take some potions with us. We'll take 2 whetstones. We'll take some pickaxes as well. Oh, I should have taken some bug nets too. Oh well. But that should get us started so we can start mining some stuff. Maybe gather a few bugs. Alright, it's gonna take a while to get used to the controls again, because it's been quite a while, and yeah. So what we're doing there is we're just gathering some oh boy. You know what? This game, the PSP doesn't have a right stick. So I'm gonna constantly try to move the camera with the right stick, and it's not gonna work. But hopefully we won't have to mess around with that too much. Ah, that's right. If I press the left trigger, it is it this one? No? That one. Okay. That's the spread button. Gear prey will probably turn up there. So this, as I was saying earlier, this might be a slightly unconventional series in terms of videos and in terms of my channels and everything. Get some honey while we're here. Just because it's, I mean, after a while I'm gonna get less talkative, but I will still have my mic on, so I figured, you know, why not record it? And yeah. But I used to absolutely love this game. I'm really sad because in Monster Hunter Double Cross, which isn't in English, which sucks. But in Monster Hunter Double Cross, they've got a lot of old school maps as well. Double Cross being the one that's coming out very soon, that came out recently, and is sort of an expansion of Monster Hunter Generations. And the reason I got Monster Hunter Generations is because I watched a Double Cross stream, and I was like, oh my god, they have all of these old school maps. I'm actually getting emotional about the nostalgia, and I ended up buying Generations. Because I'm like, yeah, it's not worth buying one in Chinese. Well, not Chinese, Japanese. Actually, it might have been in Chinese. I'm not sure. The developers of at least one of these games was Chinese. But yeah, I didn't get it, and then I realized that several of those maps aren't actually in Generations. I think the jungle, neither of those are in Generations, so it was very, very sad to find that out. And yeah, so I'm actually considering getting Monster Hunter Double Cross next week, when I get my next paycheck for being a cashier at a stadium. And yeah, because I really, Generations felt like it lacked something, but at the same time I'm fairly sure that was just because I played online the entire way. But even then it sort of felt like it was missing like the really big fights. And I think Double Cross fixes that a little bit, although I'm not sure. And for all I know, I'm actually just a complete idiot. I need to look through Generations again and see that I've actually completed all the interesting quests, because the closest it got in terms of, like, you know, there was the Shin Gao Ren and the Lao Shen Lung in this game. And the closest it got was, yeah, there's the Nikakos or whatever. But nothing else was all that big. It was all, you know, like large monsters, but not gigantic ones. But that's also why I'm excited for World, is that everything seems like, in the intro cinematic, it starts with this huge monster. And that's sort of, you know, that might be the flagship monster. I don't know. But it just looks very good, and it looks, for all the changes, everyone's like, will it lose its charm, or is it going to be a good change? I guess we have to wait to find out. But yeah, really looking forward to that. And let's see, what do we get? More monster bones, gear prey scales, gear prey hides. Well, that's a start. And we got a new movie for visiting the mountains the first time. Would you like to save? Sure. Oh, and here's the cat lady. She sells chefs that you can that will basically cook certain things for you. Now and they'll also have different skills that they can activate when they cook for you. I'm gonna get one for meat. Oh, and I can only get one at the moment. Okay, but now we can go into our house, and this kitchen has been cleared up, and our cat is in here and ready to make food. I'm not sure if it's in this one or in just later ones, but you can actually take a cat along with you as sort of a battle buddy, and they provide, you know, a distraction and stuff. I'm not completely sure how I feel about that, because it's sort of part of the whole solo. Well, then again, I did say that. Yeah. But it's nice because it like gives you a little bit of space every now and again, and it lets you. Oh, you activated a skill. And anyway, it gives you some space, but yeah, at the same time, it was kind of fun just having them go after you constantly. And it turns out I made a bad combination of foods there. Oops. Check kitchen board. Uniform. I can change what they look like. I can change who I want cooking. If I have raw meat, I can get them to barbecue it for me. Save me a bunch of time. But yeah. And we'll get started on the Popo tongues now. Oh yeah, and here's Poogie. Do 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 do. I got so used to that little tune that I could do it without the song. I could anticipate it perfectly. Yeah, I played a lot. And this one here is just get some Popo tongues. But in this one things don't go according to plan. Gather these supplies, because why not? We'll need them. I don't know why I bought potions, considering I could have just lived off the first aid meds here. Those are Antikas. I actually think I need some Antika antlers at some point, so I'm going to kill them. Also, I think a lot of the audio issues may actually be just because it was such an old console. Well, I don't know. Hearing it in these, you know, decent quality headphones is a lot different from hearing it out of a handheld console 10 years ago. Actually, it wasn't quite 10 years ago. Actually, no. Freedom Unite was 9 years ago, so Freedom 2 would have been about this, you know, a year or two older. So yeah, 10 years. Now, unfortunately, Popos only show up in a specific area in this mission, and that's Area 8. Because, as I said, in this mission, things don't go according to plan, and that's sort of, this is how the game teaches you. Is, you were expecting, you know, just to go hunt some Popos. But the world changes, and that's also what I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping they try to stick to that in Monster Hunter World. Like, you know, the spawns won't be static and predictable. But this is sort of the game's teaching you of, you know, not every time you go into the same area it's going to be, it might be different. And the Tigrex that pushed us off the cliff at the start of the game. I'm not sure if I actually recorded that. I mean, I definitely recorded it. I'll just make sure I leave it in. And it is possible to kill it, obviously, but it's very difficult. So, we're not going to try. Now, give me all your popo tongues. Okay. Oh, no, leave me alone. I'm just trying to murder your family and carve the tongues out. Oh, there's one. And we get 2 calves off this one, so that's 2. And we either need 3 or 5, I don't remember. Oh, and my weapon is not very sharp right now, so it's actually doing reduced damage. I can fix that by using a whetstone, but at the moment I'm too busy killing. And I mean, if this was a large monster battle, I would definitely have stepped away to just be like, oh, I'm gonna sharpen my thing now. There we go. And hopefully we can get our last popo tongue from this one. Oh, I guess we needed 5. Rip the dream. Looks like we're gonna go look for some more, but I'm gonna check 7 before I go back to 6 because the Tigrex might still be there. Oh, and one cool thing, if you see this little balloon in the background and wave to him, you can actually, it'll tell you where the monsters are. I say monsters because I think there can be more than one. But that just showed us that the Tigrex was still in 6, so we don't have to worry. Well, it's there for now. Could quite easily just fly over. Brute bone. Oh, that's good. We do need some of those. Popo tongue. 1 more. Hopefully this little guy will have one. Come on, popo tongue. Hey, there we go. Oh. I just realized something. I only needed 3, but I had to deliver them back to base camp. God, I'm an idiot. I don't remember what we gather here. Let's take a look. Paintballs. Well, that's still handy, as we don't have any right now. That sounds like a Tigrex landing. That looks like a Tigrex coming towards me. Okay, now let's go back. We'll kill this Bullfango here, why? Because why not? In the early stages of the game, we kind of need everything. Ow. Because even if we want to make, say, the Raytheon armor, or the Geodrome armor, we still quite often need little bits of something else. And Bullfangos are fairly common, but things like the Bullfango head it's a very rare drop. So we want to try to get them as much as we can just for now. And we'll swap them out for the supply items, which we've got to hand back at the end of the quest anyway. Is there anything here? No, I thought there was a mining spot there, but I might have been wrong. Or it might have been further up. I should also look at recording see if I can find some way to record from a 3DS, but I don't think that's possible. Here we go, and since we got extra Popo Tongues, we got extra what are called Poke Points, which is for investing in the farm. Or buying items and stuff. It's sort of like a secondary currency, basically. There we go, and that's the end of that quest. And now, we should have the first urgent quest, which is basically sort of the level up quests. But you need to complete a certain amount of, well, a specific set of other quests before that actually gets unlocked. And what I did before was I just quickly Googled it and made sure that those were the only two we needed to do. What I might do is I might see if we can... Nope, what do I need? Mystery Bone. Oh, great. See if I can buy any new longswords. Nope, just the bone. So unless this lady here is selling mystery bones, which she is not, then looks like we're gonna have to do without for now. Hey, you're supposed to have an urgent quest for me. Well, I guess I must have missed one. Oh well. We'll slay some Blangos. Oh, and I just realized I haven't been emptying my inventory, that's why I've been running out of space. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. Just take these, and we'll eat these straight away. And now we have maximum stamina. And hopefully we'll also have a little bit of inventory space to grab some of the Blango materials. And it looks like there aren't any Blangos in here, so I think we'll check 3, then go through 5 to 6, 8, and then 7. And hopefully my audio levels are okay, but if they're not, I can change them up. Nope, just gear prey in here. Alright. And there's some Antica. But I think in 6 and 8 and 7 there should be Blangos. Oh. Not in 6. Alright, well 8 probably, most likely. There we are. Fucking baboon looking motherfuckers. Alright. Better carve this before it disappears. Sharp claw. Blanco pelt. Oops. Wow, do we really only need to kill 3? Okay, well that's an issue because I wanted to get back to I wanted to find some mystery bones first. Oh boy. I think we're just gonna gather stones. Oh, whetstones, really? I want whetstones. Let's see if we can run to the next area and find some bones. We need mystery bones for our next weapon. I don't actually remember if there are any bone gathering spots here. No, there aren't. Well, bollocks. If only I was closer to 3. And judging by the music, it's about to tick over into quest over. Come on. Yeah, oh, bollocks. I'm standing on top of the mystery bone gathering spot. Well, that should at least give us our first tier. For our first urgent quest. Oh yes, here's where we can find our feline fighters. Aim strike, mainly weapon, white. Yep, we'll get this one. So I think now we have to go into our house. And Poogie, you really need to change clothes. I don't have the nice ones I usually get because again I can't have any downloaded content. Okay. I think this is the board. Shift chart. Nope. Oh, here's the comrades board. So, let's see if this guy can learn anything. Nope, he hasn't got enough points. So, let's see. Active. Here's the one we want. So he'll now come along with us on our little hunts, and sort of, you know, distract, deal a little bit of damage, help us. It's good. And now, oh wait, she gave us an urgent quest, but I just remembered I have to go dump off my items. There we go. And this lady's stock changes all the time, but I don't remember if she ever sells mystery bones. Actually, that might once again be downloaded content, because I've never actually played without downloaded content. Ah, urgent quest. There we go. The Carnivorous Leader. Hunt the Geodrome. So this is our first actual, like, well, I guess it's technically a medium monster quest. But it's our first hunting quest rather than a slaying quest. Oh, you're an idiot. it's our first hunting quest rather than a slaying quest. Slaying quests are for, you know, slay a certain number of this monster. Where hunting quests are for larger targets. And I'm fairly sure it spawns up in 6 or 7. But either way, it spawns around there somewhere. But I will pop into 3 just to double check that it doesn't start in there, because I don't actually remember. The starting point for the very first time you meet a monster is fixed, but from then on it's pseudo-random. And I don't want to pass up the opportunity to check 3. Nope, it's not here. I don't think. Nope. What I will do though is I'll grab some mystery bones because I still need them. Jump. No. What the fuck was that? Jump up on the thing. No, I don't want an egg. If I was to carry that to base camp, I would get a bunch of points. But that's not what I want right now. It's interesting here these sounds in, like, I guess high fidelity would be the right word. There's a lot of like lower undertones which you don't hear through the PS3, through the PSP. Ooh, unknown skull. That's always good. And there's nothing else here. We seem to have run the spot out. So let's go find the gear drone. Just heal up a bit though, because we got hurt from those gear prey. Oh, and that noise seems to be that we Rush seems to have been knocked out by the gear prey, which is unfortunate. But I think he'll come back. Actually, I guess Palicos aren't given agenda, so I guess they'll come back. Force of habit, I guess. And there you are. You feisty little prick. Slightly larger than the gear prey, obviously blue as well. And he also has a few more tricks up his sleeve. But was there a lock-on button? Oh god, that was the speed button from the emulator. Alright, well. Rush, what are you doing with that bomb? And because the starting weapon is so crap, I already need to sharpen. That's unfortunate. Ooh. Okay, I should probably heal up. Surely you're not already nearly dead. That's almost impossible for an entry-level weapon. But monsters do tend to run away when they're weaker, but a lot of them have signs of them being weak as well, like they'll limp rather than run. The Geodrome does not have anything like that. He just runs. Although he might pause slightly before he runs. I'm not sure. Oh! He was nearly dead. Okay. That's interesting. Geodrome Claw. And Geodrome Claw. Do we get 2 carves from this or 3? Just 2. Okay. Now I know a little secret path back here. Might be able to get us some extra points. Because if we're lucky, we can climb this. And climb up here. And there's a dead Kushala Daora. And we can actually mine it. It's a mining spot. And we can actually get a Kizu Whelp from it. That will slowly sap our health, but it doesn't matter if we're invincible like we are now. Disc Stone, Ice Crystal, Decayed Dragon Scale. Oh, well, that's still some points. I think it's a account item. Small monster bones, good. We need some of those. And Rush got us a blue mushroom, which is nice. Yep, Decay Dragon Scale worth 250 points. And we got a, well, we got a length for a Geodrome to put in our journal. Would you like to save? Yes. Ooh, now she will let me have 2 felines. I already have a meat one, so I don't want Robo. I'll grab Spike, just because he has 2 he doesn't have like 2 stars in anything, but he's got 2 different ones, so that's good enough. And he just taught me about improving armor with armor spheres. And we could buy some info books, but I'm not going to bother. The question is, do I have the materials for this? I don't have the money. Damn. So now we just unlock the desert and the jungle. But I think I'm going to leave it for there. I've got a little bit to do. So thank you so very much for tuning in.